Yo, what is going on, you restless Rabambi? Coming at you with some Decidueye action today. The new Decidueye from Darkness Ablaze Deep Forest Camo is the reason to play this card. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. So, a lot of the best decks, almost all the best decks right now, revolve around Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. So this is a list I've been playing with quite a bit recently. This is where I'm at with it. I have a 2-1 Obstagoon line in here with 1 Dark Energy. There's some Obstagoon action going on in here. Because you already play Zigzagoon anyways to get some extra damage to take out threats like Volcanions, or a whole bunch of stuff actually. Because you got that Splitting Arrow that does 90, 22 bench Pokemon for the Grass Colorless. Can set up a lot of knockouts with Zigzagoons. So I already had the Zigzagoons in here. Played a lot of it on the stream the other day. Twitch.tv/AzulGG. First link in the description below, twitch.tv/AzulGG. I'm streaming every day right now with Darkness Ablaze out. Especially with the format kind of shifting, currently in post-rotation format, going to be going into rotation format soon. That much more stuff to stream. So check out the live stream, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Streaming daily over there. So yeah, we got the 2-1 Goon in here right now. A whole bunch of things going in and out though, like I'm saying. So see what it's like right now. Who knows what it's going to be like tomorrow. But if you want to be there when it does change, check out the stream, like I just said. Weakness Guard energy in here for the Volcanion matchups. A lot of decks playing a lot of Volcanions. So we don't want our Decidueye to get 1-hit KO'd. So we got Weakness Guard energy. They got Volcanion does 110 damage. So if we don't have weakness, we have 140. We survive a hit, gives us a chance to beat those decks. As without it, it was really tough. Without, I had Capture energy in here before, which were really nice. The Capture energy were super nice, but I was like, I don't think I need the Capture energy. We've got 4 net, 4 quick, plenty of outs to basic Pokemon. Let's try the weakness cards, and they're working out and giving us a really good matchup against those what's it called decks, the Volcanion decks. So yeah, really good right there. Yeah, that's the whole list. Let's go ahead. Let's get into some games. All right, getting into our first game here. Our opening hand is awful. It's not good. I think actually, oof. I could always net whatever I start with and go with something else. I think I'm just gonna open the Rowlet then, because then I could go Goon Ping Goon or something like that. I can pick up the Rowlet, send up the Zigzagoon. I don't know. Opening hand, pretty bad. No Jirachi, nothing like that. We are up against a Vika Vault deck. This matchup is it's tough. It depends how long it takes us to get out of Decidueye, really, to slow them down, stop them from using Paralyzing Bolt. We do play 2 Dartrix, 2 Turffield, and a bunch of Rosas, so we have access to our evolution cards without too much trouble. It's not too hard to find our evolution cards. Yeah, it's not too bad to find our evolution cards overall. It can be a little bit difficult at some points, but really it doesn't ever feel that hard to find them. Yeah, Rosa is basically our main card. Once we just kind of like play the game, and then if we get lucky enough to have Candy Decidueye at some point, that's great, but otherwise we just pull off the Candy Rosa, or the Rosa for the Candy Decidueye. It is a sleep build, which is probably going to be a little bit more annoying to deal with than the average build. There's the Cocoa, the one Pokemon that they do have that can attack through our Decidueyes is the type of Cocoa. We do have the Obstagoon, which is probably the optimal attacker in this matchup overall. So we're gonna go to set up the Obstagoon, I think, off the bat here. Well, actually, it's not gonna work out that well. Okay, there we go. Top deck, Quick Ball. Obstagoon would be optimal, but we're not gonna be able to play our Candy while they're item locking us, so that's probably not gonna work out that way. So I'm actually gonna give up the Obstagoon here, I think. Yeah, Obstagoon, actually, I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen the way I would want it to. So we're gonna give it up here. Hopefully get a draw supporter here. Let's see. Just Rosa and Turffield. Go for the Rosa. Bench the Rowlet. Dash the Grass. 10 damage onto the Tapu Koko. That's where we want it. Yeah. And then pass over to our opponent. Yeah. Pressure the Koko. That's the one thing they have that can 1-hit KO Decidueyes. So gotta get rid of it. When we go Rosa here, we'll probably get ourselves the Turffield. Another Jirachi, and Turffield, another Jirachi. I guess, yeah, we'll get a Grass Energy as well. I was thinking, would we want a Grass Energy? But yeah, there's no reason not to get a Grass Energy. So yeah, Turffield, another Jirachi. Turffield gets the Dartrix, evolves to the Dartrix, and then retreat into the Jirachi, I think, and Stellar Wish again. I think that would be our game plan here. And then hopefully hopefully we get a good top deck. A good top deck would be good to work with here as well. Yeah, the Vika matchup is close because if the item lock puts a lot of pressure on us, it makes it really hard for us to get into the Decidueyes. All right, there's a Marnie. They knew we had a Rosa, so it makes sense. I don't know when they played that E-part. We got another Rosa here, so that's so great. Probably not gonna be able to use this netball. That cape probably should have gone on their Tapu Koko. It's not as good on the active, and I think it's a mistake here from our opponent. They whiffed the knockout, so we're just gonna go with the Cynthia here then probably. See what our top deck is. Another Jirachi, I'll throw that down for sure. Cynthia, looking for Turffield or Dartrix. That's what we want here. Not find it. Wish. Rosa. All right, Rosa for next turn. We'll have to go through it that way then. That's fine. Let Jirachi to work with, and yep, pass over to our opponent. See if we can't get it going with the Rosa next turn. Get the Turffield's a big thing to get really here. Vika Vault doesn't play a ton of stadium cards. They do play the Thunder Mountain, of course, and then sometimes some other stuff besides that. Like that's a big one though, is the Thunder Mountain. They have that. Sometimes Wondrous Labyrinth, sometimes Radiant Forest. Stadium Pump Marshadow, I think it's the second most popular stadium thing that can mess with stadiums, I think, that I've seen. I'm gonna sell Wish first, because if we get a Turffield here, we don't have to get it off this. I'm gonna grab the Scoop Up Net, because we have triple net ball in our hand, so we don't need a ton of the other stuff. All right, double Dartrix is here, so we're gonna get the Turffield, Grass Energy, and that's gonna get the Dartrix. I could just grab a Rowlet, another Rowlet. Could grab a Dartrix though. Huh, what do I actually want here? I actually don't even know what I want to get here. I'm torn on what I want to grab here. Just get another Rowlet for right now. Let's go with that. All right, Rowlet. Rowlet. We could have grabbed another Jirachi. I guess that would have been okay. But if they KO this Jirachi, then we're in a good spot. I feel like. So I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna be setting up a Jirachi anyways. Dartrix. I don't want to attach his grass to that. I could attach it to a Rowlet, but I don't want to do that either. I think I just hold it here and just pass to our opponent. So if I attach it to my Rowlet, and the KO are active, we might not be able to find a grass for our Decidueye next turn, which we want to start attacking with ASAP to start to pressure their Tapu Koko. If we attach it to the Dartrix, they could just like gust up the Dartrix and knock it out, like a boss's orders, E-Power, knock out Dartrix. And then we'd have lost 2 energy. So I think just holding it is the correct play here. I mean, nothing felt ridiculously good, but this feels best, I guess, overall. I'm not guaranteed to play it. Like, I'm not guaranteed to see an energy if when I Marnie next turn or something like that, so. But yeah, we'll see. This is the tough part of the matchup, is just getting this first Decidueye out. Once we get that, it forces them to use Cocoa or do something different. So, just need to get past this next turn, and then we'll be in business. Just gotta get over this initial Decidueye into play, and then from there, forces out interesting, weird plays from our opponent. We just kind of go from there. We'll see what our opponent has even this turn. They played the Speed Lightning energy, and then all of a sudden they've stopped. They've slowed down now. What else do they got? Speed Lightning was played. Nothing else. There's a boss on my Zigzagoon. E-Power. They're going to take out my Goon. I guess they're scared of my Obstagoon here. Yeah, it looks like they're scared of Obstagoon. No, I have no intention of using Obstagoon. I only play the one Obstagoon. All right, we're chilling now. Grab the Decidueye. Get that guy out there. I'm going to go with the second Grass Energy here instead of the Weakness Energy, because they do play Crushing Hammer. They're always going to focus down my Grass Energy. And I think I will disrupt with the Marnie here. So if I have one grass on here, and they, you know, it's not a great hand. It's not terrible though. Put the damage. Hang on, I lost my train of thought there. We definitely got to pressure the Cocoa, and maybe the Mareep. It's like an easy prize, I think, to pick up. Yeah, I can pressure the Mareep. That seems fine. So yeah, I think, you know, if they get a Crushing Hammerheads and I have one grass, they target the grass, and then if I draw into a Weakness Guard Energy or a Dark Energy like I just did here, then all of a sudden I can't attack if I attach it, right? Because I would have like another Weakness Guard on my Decidueye. So the double grass protects me from a single Crushing Hammerheads. I mean, double Crushing Hammerheads is just really good, and there's kind of nothing I can do about it. But it protects me from that initial Crushing Hammerheads right there. So got that going for us. I guess I didn't have to Turffield. Actually, probably shouldn't have Turffield until after I Marnied, because I could have, if I drew into a Decidueye off the Marnie, I could have actually Turffield into a Dartrix. I'm sorry, setting up that second Decidueye. But that's not that important, actually, overall, because they pretty much have to hit me with Cocoa now. They pretty much have to use Cocoa, so I'm going to force the Cocoa no matter what here. Overall, I guess it's fine if it went this way, to be honest. Yeah, it's like fine either way, actually, to be honest. This will be fine. That would have been fine. The next way would have been fine, probably, as well. Now I'll put a Weakness Guard Energy on my bench guy. And then I'll Cynthia. Then I'll Turffield for a Dartrix if I don't draw into it. Did not draw into it, so we'll get that Dartrix cooking. We're on the bench. And then just same thing, Splitting Arrow. Pressure the Cocoa. Because it's possible if they don't get 3 energy on it. I mean, if they just start whiffing energy, I can actually knock it out off the bench while it's on the bench, which would be pretty sick, actually. Currently, we have exactly enough damage to knock it out when it comes to the active with an attack. But if we just keep here and keep pinging it, stay here and keep pinging it, and we don't want to give our opponent too much time to sit here forever because they probably play Mallow and Lana. Also the way it looks with the build they're playing. I also don't want to open up a bench space, so I'm actually not going to knock out this Mareep next turn, I don't think. Because I think this my opponent have bench space to work with. They get all kinds of things with that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give him that bench space to work with. Here's a knockout on my Dartrix. That's annoying. Nothing we can do about it, though. Just got to let him go. Oh, no. No knockout. So we can hard retreat it if we want to. Or I can just evolve it and keep around another Decidueye. I think I will just evolve it here and just wait to get a grass energy. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to evolve it, wait to get a grass. I would much rather just have another Decidueye in play than not. I was expecting it to get knocked out. I was like, oh, they're bringing it up. They're definitely knocking it out. Did not knock it out. Would have been a pretty good knockout had they had the E-Power. But without the E-Power, now I just evolve it. Now we're just chilling again. And now it's one less boss they have to chase this one, who's fully set up, ready to take out a Cocoa Prism. This guy is ready to take out a Cocoa Prism. So, if they don't have another boss, we're chilling with that. Here comes some Pillow. But the Pillow doesn't really matter, because either they're one-hit KOing us with the Cocoa Prism, or they're not. And if they're not one-hit KOing us, that means we can just sit here infinitely and just kind of stay asleep. So it doesn't really matter in that regard. Weakness Guard energy, grass energy. Here it's a Crushing Hammer. That is a heads. Goes off the active. Another one. Oof. That one's a tails. Surprised it went off the active instead of off the bench. I would have taken off the bench if I was them. For sure. Comes the Pillow. We're sleeping, but like I said, it doesn't matter because either we're stuck here and we'll eventually wake up and attack, or we get one hit KO'd by the Cocoa Prism and then we're just knocked out, and then it doesn't matter. So yeah, the Fluffy Pillow not going to be a factor here in this matchup at all. Yeah, not at all. Not going to be. All right, sleep. I think I'll go with the Weakness Guard energy here. I have a grass energy, so I'm just going to hold the hand. That's all I really need here is that grass energy, so I can start attacking. Don't want to mark. My opponent obviously doesn't have a ridiculously good hand. They didn't do anything last turn, so we're chilling. Just gonna go Weakness Guard and hold the grass for next turn. They do have one Crushing Hammer left. They might play Yell Grunts as well. That's definitely something that could be in this build. Or even they do play. Oh, they don't play. I thought I saw a Scoop Up Net. I was like, they could even have the Giratina that removes special energy. You don't see Scoop Up Nets very often with the Vika Vault deck, so I'm not surprised they don't have it. But I guess they could have had it. Caitlin and Cynthia keeping another boss to deal with. All right. Sounds like a ton of fun. Haven't seen a Mallow and Lana from them yet, but with the tag call build, I would kind of just expect they're the Mallow and Lanas. All right, now this is where the matchup's gonna get tough. We do have our Marnie in hand though, so right now we can put those on the bottom of the deck. They did search them both out with tag call. We can just send them to the bottom of the deck, and they just won't have access to them. Hopefully, we wake up and can start attacking as well. That'd be the ideal turn coming up here. They can't attack with. Oh, they can't. Maybe they could. No, we should be good. Yeah, hopefully we wake up, get an attack off, Marnie those Mallow Lanas to the bottom of the deck. Boom, perfect. Wake up. Grass active. Marnie those Mallow Lanas. They're in the hand now. That's where we don't want them to be. Put them on the bottom of the deck. Perfect. And then Splitting Arrow here. Where do we want to put it? We're gonna take 2 prizes here. Splitting Arrow. I could pressure the Cocoa Prism further. Hit it with another ping. So it's 2 here. 2 between these guys. We have to KO those. And there's the concede from our opponent. Okay. Well, I didn't even get to choose where I wanted to put my damage. They obviously thought their hand wasn't good enough to continue. I definitely think they had a chance once they found those, if they could find the Mallow and Lanas, but I didn't want to put up with any more Decidueye shenanigans. Let's go end up with a dub here in this first game against the Sleep Vault, Mareep with Vika Vault, Vika Vault, whatever. All right, into another one. We did win the coin flip. I have been choosing to go first with this deck because there's 4 quick ball, 4 net, so we have a lot of ways to find basic Pokemon on the first turn. So I've been choosing to go first with this deck. We usually are waiting for our opponent to take a knockout anyway, so maybe going second is still the optimal way to go with this deck, because we're usually waiting for our opponent to take a knockout before we actually do anything. But sometimes we have a really good hand like this one where we can just pull off a turn 2 attack, you know, should they get off a turn 1 attack themselves. So it might work out. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give up this. I think we'll get one of these Scoop Up Nets here to get a Rowlet, thin that out of the deck. Stellar Wish, a net. Oh, Rare Candy's okay as well, I guess. Yeah, a net ball would have been best there, I think, to get a second Rowlet in play, but it's not bad. Yeah, second Rowlet would have been nice, to be honest. It's fine though. We got the, if they get a like early attack, like I said, KO my Jirachi, I can go Candy into a Decidueye and start swinging. If not, it's gonna be we'll see what our opponent's playing. It'll be interesting. Metal Energy, probably. Oh, Luke Metallization. All right, so matchup is very dependent on what our opponent plays. Actually, this is where we want Obstagoon. Obstagoon kind of wins us this matchup. So that's what we're going to be looking to set up is the Obstagoon ASAP. Get some Zigzagoons in play, get into the Obstagoon, win the game. That's the plan. Decidueye's not bad in this matchup. It depends if they play the Tech, Geraludon, stuff like that. There's some Pokemon that they can play that are super annoying for us to deal with. Gotta check for our Dark Energy and our Obstagoon. Those are two big things to see if they're in the deck or not. There's a Zigzagoon for us. Get second Zigzagoon out ASAP. And just prepare to go into the Obstagoon, because should be all we need. They can discard the energy with the full... I guess if they play... What's it called? It's going to get tough. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this ping on... I don't know. This guy, I guess. I don't really want to attach anywhere. I don't want to get rid of it either. Because if they play Crushing Hammers, energy is something we can actually start to run out of. I do want to get another Zigzagoon, though. Maybe I could... let's just give up the grass. We're just giving up the grass here. Zigzagoon's prize. All right, no more Zigzagoons. Grab a Rowlet. Dark Energy's here. Obstagoon's here. Candy's here. All right, so we can do it. Can do the Candygoon play. Got a Dartrix. Well, I'm not gonna put any energy on the Obstagoon yet. Put up my energy rounds because if they think we're playing the Obstagoon, then their focus will definitely be on the Zigzagoon. Their focus will definitely be around the Zigzagoon. So if I've got energy on it, then that's something else I lose out on as well. And we can still definitely win the game with just the Decidueye. So gonna focus on, you know, everybody here. If we get the Rosa combo, that's great. Get to do our things. Not we can just start attacking with Decidueyes and eventually get the Obstagoon out there doing stuff. I think they forgot to Intrepid Sword there. This is not the first time this has happened. All right, there's a Decidueye. I'm just gonna throw all grass on it, and ooh, 2 grass on that. Kind of. Maybe I should have put a grass over here on the Rowlet. That would have felt a little. Oh, I could have actually candied. All right, so I kind of wanted to leave the candies. All right, don't. That's a mistake. I should have gone candy Decidueye. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be all right. We'll survive. All right, Stellar Wish. Grab the Rosa. Net. Send this up. Yeah, I should have candied out this Decidueye. You guys go. I should have candied out this Decidueye attached to the grass. That would have been way cleaner. And in a way better situation. Now we're in a little bit of a awkward situation. Still have no idea if our opponent plays an out to Decidueye. Besides maybe running us out of energy, which would create a really weird game scenario potentially where I didn't put Jirachi back down because I didn't want to give him an option for a prize card there. Turffield's cool. I might actually just sit on this hand and get my Turffield into play. There's the wall. Yeah, I don't mind just sitting here waiting to get a Turffield into play. So I can just go like this and pass. And I'm gonna throw this Turffield and play on the next. I don't mind just chilling with the Turffields here until they show me that they can deal with my Decidueye. I'm actually just gonna draw pass. So I play Cynthia's, which I doubt they play. So we will win the deck out war here, and that's really where this might go. We'll see. I'm gonna wait and see if they play a Pokemon that can hit my Decidueye. Because if they can't, we do just win. I could start attacking though. Nothing to stop me from attacking. But I could wait to draw into the cards as well. I mean, they seem pretty chill with just draw passing, so I'm feeling pretty chill about the draw pass. I don't know where this is gonna go. Kind of deal here. Pass back. All right, they still don't want to make a move. I'll touch the grass. As I draw a grass, I'll attach a grass. I don't feel pressure to really do anything, so there's no reason to, right? Fast. I can put my Turffield in play. I guess I could do that. All right, weakness guard energy. All right, we'll attack now. But yeah, they're kind of putting it out there that they don't have a way to attack into my Decidueye. So, I mean, that's good for us. So we're just gonna attack and do damage. We do 0 damage to Zation actually. That's kind of a funny interaction. Obstagoon will do damage to it though if we needed to. Yeah, we actually do 0 damage to Zation because it's got -30 from the pan, -30 from resistance, -30 from the GX attack here. But drawing 3 prize cards is pretty good. for when we reset our deck with Marnies and Cynthia's. So, and people don't really play Cynthia. It's not a card people play really. We play for Cynthia, so we usually win that. That face off there of resetting our deck. We'll win that. We will 100% win that. And eventually we could set up the Obstagoon here. I'm not gonna put the Dark Energy down first. I'm gonna hold off on that. Yeah, the biggest thing is here, do they play Crushing Hammer? Because if they don't, I mean, I think we'll just win. When I draw a Grass or a Weakness card energy, I'll put it on the Zigzagoon. I'll attach it to the Zigzagoon. Then go Candygoon, Obstagoon, maybe net this guy if I get a net. Or I could go a Skateboard, discard the Weakness card. Probably a Skateboard, discard the Weakness card to try and keep as much energy around as possible. I'm not gonna lose my Dark Energy off the rip though. I'm not gonna put that down first. And then once again, we have Cynthia's, and I don't know if they do or don't. I just doubt they have Cynthia's. It's just something not people play. People just don't play. So we should win this deck out off. Thing that will happen eventually, in the future at some point. And again, 0 damage. If we're even just doing 10 damage, if we're just doing 10 damage a turn, we'd be in a way better spot. We're doing 0. Attack. If I get the Ordinary Rod as well, I'll put the 2 Grass Energy back in. Oh, I really didn't want to discard that Grass earlier. Especially when we're ahead like this, Counter Gain just won't ever proc. We won't ever be able to use it. We'd love to use Counter Gain here. That'd be great. But it won't ever happen. Okay. They might concede when they see our first Cynthia, to be honest. Because that means they have to then play a Marnie, which will shuffle our hand back into our deck. Then we have another Cynthia. And they will just eventually lose the deck out war. All 4 of our Cynthias are in the deck, and we have a Marnie to back it up, or 2 Marnies potentially to back it up. We don't want a Marnie though, because it shuffles their hand into their deck, and they draw less cards than us. So you don't want a Marnie. You want to be the person using Cynthia, and then you always win if you have Cynthias, and your opponent doesn't, which is what is happening right here, theoretically. All right, sit again. Also, our Ordinary Rod will put us over them, and they'll deck out first. I don't know if they know that. I don't know if they know that. Yeah, I'm gonna slip a Grass here on my Zigzagoon. And we will start attacking with Obstagoon next turn. If they want to, Benchization, put 3 Metal Energy on it, burn all those cards, they can go for it. All right, here we go. Rare Candy, Obstagoon. Put them there. That. Escape Board. Treat. Get rid of the, keep the Grass. And Obstruct. So we set up the Obstruct. We're doing 30 damage a turn. Looking pretty good. I think we've got our opponent right where we want them. We'll see. Once again, I was scared of Crushing Hammers. We haven't seen them yet. I think they're still holding out on the deck out. I can't deck out. There's no way I don't have a Marnie or something here though. But I'm decking out first. So theoretically, let's just say I play 4 Marnie. And my opponent looks at my deck, probably like, well, they got 2 Marnie there. If they prize 2 Marnie, I guess I can win. Because I am 1 card ahead on decking out sooner than my opponent. So. Oh, they actually play Dolls. So they actually just can't deck out. Well, it depends how many Dolls they play, I guess. Here comes a Mal and Lana. They're just trying to make the game take a while. That's 4 cards down out of their hand, though. I wonder if they're going to put it in the deck or if they're just going to keep it. Let me take the knockout. I think put it in the deck is best. Yeah. There they go. All right. And we keep going. Station back to the active. Draw for turn. It's going to be another card. And then we're going to Obstruct. Maybe they play a... Ooh, what if they play a Bellaba and Bryson Man? You know what? There's no reason not to play around it. We have a 4-card deck. We have 4 Cynthias. We're doing damage. I'm going to play this Cynthia next turn. Because Bellaba and Bryson Man would not be a terrible thing to include in a deck right now. Yeah, I'm playing the Cynthia next turn. I'm not going to get cheesed by Bellaba and Bryson Man when we don't have to. Oh, our opponent does play Cynthia. Okay, that makes me think they don't have Bellaba and Bryson Man. Because they're not holding out for that cheese turn that they could have been holding out for. Okay, so I don't think they play Bellaba and Bryson Man. They do play Cynthia, though. Which is something to... Well, now that they did Intrepid Sword, I'm not sure what I want to think. I think I'm going to hold out. If they got the Bellaba and Bryson Man cheese, they got it. Them shuffling their hand in the back into the deck makes you think they don't have that, because if they have it, they would just hold it, wait until I go to 3, and then deck me out. But the fact that they played the Cynthia there when they just didn't need to makes me think they don't have that as an option. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to keep on keeping on here with this Obstruct nonsense and play a Cynthia in 2 turns. Caitlyn and Cynthia. That'll recover us, Cynthia. All right, more Cynthia to work with from our opponent. Oh, they went the Mal and Lana. Okay, instead. Still losing cards overall, though. Playing all these cards, you know, I got to discard a card, drawing cards. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they concede once they see my Cynthia here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We do win eventually. Trust me on this. Unless they got some shenanigans I don't know about. Here comes the doll. Then they Mal and Lana. They heal Decidueye. The doll. They've lived for quite a while, though. I will give it to them. They've been sticking around, really putting up with all my shenanigans fairly well. But I do have a Cynthia, and I am gonna play it. And I have 3 more Cynthias to back that one up for my future turns. But like I said, I don't think there's any hope for my opponent. It's one of those games where it's just a matter of time. Struct. I think my rod was primed. I actually didn't check at the end there. I probably should have shuffled back in Grass Energy if they were there. I didn't check though. There we go. Draw. Struct. And now they've slowed down to a crawl again. Draw. Obstruct. One more. And tag call. See something spicy? Nope. Caitlyn and Cynthia. Well, they lose 2 cards to get 1 card back, and they're gonna get back Mal and Lana, which will once again require them to lose 3 cards, which does not give them a win condition. And they're just gonna deck out really fast again, or that much faster. Here comes an Intrepid Sword. All right, switching it up here. That's different. I'm gonna draw, and I'm gonna obstruct. Just gotta make sure I don't by accident click retreat. And then click confirm the retreat, and we'll be okay here. Just don't retreat. Don't by accident retreat and lose my darkness energy, because I'm pretty sure my rod is prized, and I wouldn't be able to recover that. Another Intrepid going on. Here we go. 30 more damage. We do have a Zigzagoon in hand. 30 more next turn. If we had 2 nets to go with it, we could knock out next turn. We don't have the 2 nets. We did have it in the last hand, of course, when we had our full hand, but we don't have all that. There's a Pokédoll. Okay. Here comes a Mallow and Lana once again. 3 more cards out of their hand. They don't have endless cards, and they keep losing more and more every single time they do this. Pokédoll going back to the bottom. Are they out of Zacian as well? Yeah, there's 2 Zamazenta in their deck. They're not a big Eternatus fan, it looks like. All right. Obstruct. 30. And they go draw. And then I'm gonna go draw. I'm gonna go obstruct. 30. And repeat. Till the end of time, seemingly here. There's a Cynthia. Or so they play multiple Cynthia. All right, it's not something I expected. It looks like they don't play research, and instead they are opting for Cynthia themselves. We're keeping on keeping. We win eventually. I don't know if they're trying to tire me out or wear me down or what's going on here, but we're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep it up. Keep obstructing. Draw, obstruct. Well played. You have a good deck. And pass. There's the victory. Finally, we got it out of them. We wore them out eventually. Another dub with the deck. I'm not quite sure how good this deck is, but it's a ton of fun. Decidueye is a really cool card. Playing 2 stage 2s in a deck feels really cool. Haven't done that in a long time and had the deck be this good. Have some fun with it, guys. Check out the live stream, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Thanks for watching, and peace.